hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of The Cleanup Crew. This week we have a new lair, a new HQ, as we have cleaned out the manse in the forest. Thank you very much for that subscription, Greg. That is a gifted sub from Michael Wayne. Thank you, Michael. Greg, you have an advantage to gift to a player of your choice. As you can see, our guests are currently advantage-less, and since it's September, please feel free to go nuts on using those advantages, everyone. Things. Oh yeah, hi. Please check out the opening links, which are currently being spammed in the chat by my bot right now. These include all the places you can find us, interact with our community, and get games, all of that good stuff. Also check out our sponsor information. You can find information there about Mage Hand Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing, both of whom we're very grateful to because they make this all possible. Also, there is a tweet on the end of the thing. If you go and retweet the tweet, we'd be very grateful because that tells everyone where you are and what you're watching. So by all means, please go nuts. Let's go round and say hello to everyone. This week, let's go anti-clockwise around the screen and start with Vicky. Oh, hi.
Oh boy, that's me. Hello everyone, happy to be back again. I'm Vicky. I am cutie_v on the Twitterverse, and that's basically all at the moment. I think I will have a Cthulhu game next week that I will have on my Twitter if we play. But it will be in German, so quite limited whoever wants to join and watch. And looking forward to shenanigans this week.
I've heard it's the most efficient language. That's a lie. Your words are so long, especially in engineering.
We know how to do the longest words ever.
I remember some of the words for like robot. We just called it free axis, and you guys were like, oh,
yeah.
Anyway. Used to work in engineering, worked in Germany a lot. Let's go around. Next round, we have Tash at Sneak of Weasels. Oh, hi.
Hi. Yeah, I'm Tash. I tend to be on Twitter a lot at Sneak of Weasels. That's pretty much the only place you can find me. I'm not particularly into social media and stuff. And yeah, I'm completely new today, so take a bit of pity on me.
We'll look after you.
Thank you.
Next around the screen, we have a familiar face. It's Philip, back here as a Rafer. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. I'm so happy to be back. Yes. You can find me... yeah, I'm so excited for this. You can find me at Because Rafer on Twitter, or you can find me next Monday evening for the final episode of Blood the Thames, which is a Vampire the Masquerade chronicle. Will be the final episode of that, unfortunately, but we will be starting a new series called Blood the Thames soon. However, that one is a horror-based game, so please be one of that if you do come and check us out.
Fantastic, thank you. Lastly, but certainly not leastly around the screen, we have Jenna at Aspiring DM. Oh, hi.
Hello. I'm Jenna. You can find me on Twitter at AspiringDM, and at littledragonscribbles.com, where I have bullet journal and D&D stuff, and I've posted at least 3 sessions of our session notes that I've made. I am finishing the 4th one for last week, but
they are utterly fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
They're
super fun.
Thank you very much to Greggles, who has gifted their advantage to Alwyn for today's session. So, Alwyn, you have an advantage to use on any roll that you like. Literally just means you roll twice, we take the highest.
Yeah.
Which is normal in D&D. We use that rule for everything, but yeah. That's just putting up the link. I can do 2 things at once. Look at me go. There we go. Great. We find ourselves out in the woods in our brand new lodge, Hunter's Lodge, cleaning headquarters. Someone's put a big sign up over the top that says "Cleanup Crew." It's definitely handwritten and written on a tarp, but you know, it's a start. Not many people come out this way anyway. And from now on, people are brought here rather than the tavern before taking on missions. And you are going into this session, Armin and Callie, you'll know that a number of your missions are going to be based in and around the Neverwinter Forest. for more forest-based experience. Callie
Awesome.
Armand, Philip is being his normal self this morning. There is a new meeting room, which was once the trophy room, and he hasn't hired a caterer in the kitchen, but it's sort of a help yourself sort of affair. But there's also no food in the kitchen. It's very much a help yourself, bring your own food sort of affair.
Okay, good to know. And I will write down that role in my journal.
Just so everyone in the audience is aware as well, I have no idea what this role's for. Callie and Armin are up to something. I have no idea what. I guess I'll understand if they one day fail the role.
We've failed twice. Well, I think
we need to maybe get Philip to roll against
they
that.
they were below 10
Yep.
rolls.
Yep. So we are sneakily trying to do a few things,
Uh-huh.
and we will have to see if Philip gets what we're doing.
That all sounds very ominous.
Yeah,
Doesn't it
so
just?
Basically, Scrat also feel free to just roll something for Philip.
Yeah,
If he
you
sees
can.
us lunging around, he doesn't see anything.
No, Philip is getting things ready for the next mission today. He has made an investment. He's very proud. It is an arcane projector, which puts slides on one of the walls. It's essentially an overhead projector.
Yes.
Fancy.
Nice, fancy.
Good morning, Callie. Good morning, Armin. Oh, yeah, hang on a second.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are the rooms here?
Pretty good. I like them. Nice and comfy.
And clean.
Yeah, clean.
Excellent. I have heard from the Junior Adventurers Union. Apparently, I do have to provide you some sort of beverage. So the water will be getting turned on later this week. Until then, the river is drinkable-ish.
We'll be fine.
Yeah,
for
we'll
another
be
week.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Another exciting mission today. There's been a lot of activity up north, near the forest edge. No mines. I know we're still reeling
Yay.
from that a little bit. And Armin, I hope you're feeling okay.
Yeah, my arm hair hasn't really grown back yet, but
It probably won't.
yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, is that a good thing? Is that something that you?
I don't know. I mean, it would have been nice if it would have been like my legs.
Oh, well, I mean, perhaps we could arrange something if you so desire. But
Never have to shave again.
um,
But no, that's fine.
Harry is doing. He's up to usual.
oh, Harry is off cleaning out a mine today. We have gone for another new contract out there. He's actually helping the adventurers clear the mine. It's
I wish them luck.
They will have so much fun.
So much fun.
I'm really hoping that maybe we'll eventually find a new gelatinous cube handler.
Yeah.
You'll also be pleased to know.
One.
Sorry.
What's with Julia?
After last week, she went on a mission and hasn't returned. She said that she was going to her grandmother's funeral. She only took 3 grandmother's funerals last year, so I guess I'm not sure if this will be the last one or how many
Okay.
of those she's entitled to. This union thing really makes things difficult, honestly.
Nah. It's helping.
You'll be
Thing.
pleased to know that Brian is now regularly employed transporting the new recruits here.
Yay.
That is
Oh.
lovely. That is so good.
Yay, Brian.
So yes, he will do that every once in the morning, once in the evening. Apparently, it doesn't interfere with his common work too much. Thank you very much, Michael, for that donation, which gives Howard an advantage as well. And I can see we've also had an advantage redeemed, but I haven't got it. So we have an advantage redeemed from Oh, okay. Shakespeare, let us know who you would like to gift that advantage, and we will dish it out to them for you. Around this time, you can hear the soft mooing and clatter of wheels against the bridge just outside the lodge, and Brian has arrived with Howard and Alwyn. Brian will deposit you at the entrance, direct you to go in through the main door, which happens to also lead straight into the trophy room, and will merrily turn about the car and head back towards town. So, as you enter the room, who enters first, and how do we look?
Well, I guess that I'm the one that entered first. So you see a about 6 foot turtle. Talking as such as this, just strolling in, a rather large axe just slung over his shoulder as he's looking around, nodding at the area. Nice. Head sort of bowing from side to side. Yes.
Hi,
How?
I'm Armin.
Oh, I'm Howard.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
This is Callie.
And hi, you see Kelly just turning around, just trying to have a look around in the room, just maybe dusting a bit off. I'm Callie.
Hello.
And I'm not sure, Scratch, should we describe ourselves as?
Yeah, describe yourselves.
So, Callie is a black tiefling. Quite slim, quite tall, white hair, golden freckles, golden eyes. And is still wearing armor that is much too big for her, so she looks a bit lost. But yeah, she's still accommodating to all the new things here around, having a new place to start.
Armin's just a little bit shorter than Callie, and she's pretty pale with gold eyes and has black hair with like feathers all through it, up in a ponytail, and she's wearing armor but is like very put together looking, with like a high collar and fluffy skirt, and very clean looking with a raven on the front of her skirt portion of her outfit, and has a new looking spear with a feather duster on the other end of it.
And Alwyn has actually kind of snuck in behind. What was our turtle's name? I'm terrible
Howard.
with names. There we go. I'll write that down. Terrible with names, sorry. He's kind of snuck in behind Howard. He's shorter and slighter, so he can kind of just stay kind of tucked behind him. Looks a little bit squirrely. Doesn't particularly look too thrilled to be here, honestly. He's just kind of quite hunched in. Honestly looks like he's been dragged through a hedge backwards. He's a bit of a state. But he's here, even if he's not thrilled.
Oh, and
Hi.
there's someone else. Hi. Oh, welcome to Clean Up Crew. Philip, do we call ourselves that now, really officially?
Is it on the sign?
There is a sign, yes.
Ooh.
Towards the front of the room, you can tell it's the front because there's a large light shining on one of the walls, and all the chairs are facing that way. There is a human who is wearing a sort of not like a noble button-up, but not like a working man's button-up either. Sort of like somewhere in the middle, sort of formal. It's sort of tan, white, looks like it's been bleached a lot. He has glasses broken, and on the table in front of him there is a large ledger 3 pencils arranged exactly in the same direction, equidistant apart, and a chest that lies next to the table. Welcome. Nice to meet you. You must be Howard and Alwyn.
That's me.
Yes, yeah, that's me.
Excellent. Well, I'll give you a moment to make yourselves comfortable. I can offer you some refreshment. And he gestures towards a table at the side of the room, which has cups
No.
with water.
Wait, I thought we didn't have water.
It's
River
river.
water?
It's from the river.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I mean, I think
Yeah,
it's drinkable.
That's fine.
Yeah, as I start walking there, you see that on back of a shell. It appears to what see some like artistic like rainbows and unicorns all over the back of a shell that he doesn't seem to have noticed. It's just decorated all over the back of his shell. They apparently has no idea that was there.
I love it.
So what's your?
I start just looking at him.
Yep.
Smiling.
Yep.
What you've introduced yourselves. Once you're comfortable, we'll begin the roll down. I have an induction prepared, and we will get you away on your first mission. This
Okay.
one's walking. Well, I say walking distance.
What does that mean?
I mean, it's a distance that can be walked.
Well,
I mean, any distance can
Yeah.
be walked,
How far?
but should it be?
It's 10 miles.
Okay, that's bad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Nah, no problem.
Through the Neverwinter Forest.
Ah,
Through the forest.
okay.
Okay.
Yes. Well, anyway, but that's information for after the induction. You all seem comfortable, so let's begin. And he takes a load of slides and puts one face down on the projector, and on the wall it says, "Welcome to the cleanup crew." Welcome to the cleanup crew. Please take a seat, make yourselves comfortable. He puts another slide over. It's a picture of the chest next to him with a tongue hanging out. Armor and weapons are provided. Please make sure that you have the correct PPE at all times. Any damages outside of regular wear and tear are chargeable, but help yourselves to armor, weapons, cleaning equipment. Toby, open up. And the hinged lid sort of opens. Toby actually seems happier out here than back in the
That's
tavern.
good.
Yeah. Please help yourself. PPE is provided. Another slide. There's a picture of like a sort of stick figure with a sword and like a blue potion in one hand. It says, be on the lookout for active adventurers. You will be cleaning up potential dungeons, temples, work areas, and often adventurers can be in the area. Now, adventurers are often high on mana potions and can easily mistake you for foes or encounters, as they like to call them. You should be wary of these and try not to get to come across them in any way. There are signs you can look out for these. These signs include unlocked doors. We'll provide you keys, so any doors which are locked should be locked, and we'd like it if you locked them again afterwards. Sprung traps. Sprung traps is a good example. And he's like changing slides to show pictures of these every time. You see like a picture of like a human with a leg stuck in a bear trap. Another one of like a rogue picking a door. Dead adventurers. There's just like a chalk mark on the floor. Blood stains and blood trails. And missing limbs. Another slide, slightly more morbid, but it's sort of like a cartoonist's impression. Also, discarded and scattered holy symbols. These are all signs that there may be active adventurers in the workplace of the day. Good segue there. Please note that our insurance does not cover magic items or cursed items. This may be relevant today, possibly. I'll get to that shortly. But if you are to pick up a cursed item and become cursed, our insurance does not cover you. So be aware of that as you go forwards. On that note, all accidents, incidents, and damages must be recorded to the incident logbook. And he pats the tome on the table in front of him. All items should be recorded and left for collection unless expressly told otherwise. Regular items can be collected and cleaned as normal. This will be your first adventure, so have fun! But be careful. Also, please speak to Bryn in Philander about joining the Junior Adventurers Union. I understand they have good benefits for workers. Yes. Before we carry on with the mission, are there any questions?
Nope.
I don't think so.
It's all good.
Wonderful. Right. So today's mission, we've had a spot of bother down in at the loggers' camp at the other side of the forest. He takes his glasses off and starts cleaning them. Yeah, the forest is about it's on the northern it's towards the northern edge of the forest. It's run by a particular Tybor Wester, who happens to be the brother of the mayor back in Philander. So quite a high profile mission, this one. There was recently an Ankeg outbreak at the loggers' camp. Now we actually have adventurers on site during this mission. Because they haven't figured out what is attracting the Ankegs. Ankegs are usually attracted by something, but on this occasion, we can't seem to find what it is. So, we're going to send in an experienced bunch of, well, a not experienced bunch of cleaners to try and clean the place out and help us find whatever it is. You should be on the lookout for perhaps cultist symbols, magical items, totems, fairies, nymphs, or other fey creatures which could be summoning them. There was also something about the adventurers killed some sort of half-orc druid creature, some sort of witch doctory type, seemingly from the forest. Not really sure exactly what happened there. But your mission today is to go to the logging camp. When you get to the logging camp, find whatever is causing the Ankeg thing and destroy it. In the meantime, try to repair and clean away the acid damage the Ankegs have caused as much as possible. Try to avoid the adventurers as well as you can. But interaction may be necessary. I generally find, hello there! I will not try to harm you. I am here to help is a good way of indicating to adventurers that you are in fact on their side.
So
Okay.
they don't know we are coming, you mean?
Well, they are expecting help.
Okay.
Okay.
And you said this is northern edge of the forest
Yes.
at a loggers camp.
Yes. Well, handy thing. This is actually a regular route. Tybor and Harbin often send goods to trade from Philander to the logging camp. And this helps with taxes and stuff because it's it's all in the same nation.
Is it Harbin?
Harbin is the mayor of Philander. Sorry.
Gotcha.
As such, there is a beaten path that you can use to find the loggers' camp easily. And we have some supplies for you to take as well.
Cool.
There are free mana potions, free health potions, and some loaves of bread for the adventurers there. So deliver those off, but not crucial to the mission. Adventurers are very good at surviving, I have found.
And we can't use any of those
They're not for us, they're for them.
for them. Right?
Well, I'm hoping that you won't have any unfortunate combat encounters. Armin, I know you're recovering from the Harry thing, and I'm hoping that this will be another simple cleaning job.
Okay.
I'd be careful on mana.
Destroy summoning thing.
Yes.
Avoid adventurers. And what was the thing about the acid? Get rid of acid damage?
Yes. You might need to replace some stairs. Apparently, some of the cabins have been damaged. I'm not expecting you to rebuild houses, but if there's minor acid damage, then repairing that would be
Okay.
fantastic.
How's the payment?
Well, this mission should only take you around 5 to 6 hours, we estimate. So we will be paying you 1 gold per hour, 6 gold. Become quite a lucrative business, this actually. I don't know what they're trading through there, but let's just say the company coffers are swelling at the moment, especially with the acquisition of this place.
Well, that's good.
Yes. Any other questions?
No, I think everything that I would like to know has been covered.
Nope. Nothing from me.
We would like to have the contract, please. Just
Yeah,
in case
can we
there's
just
something
have a
up.
copy of that?
Yes, indeed. And it says, contract between the cleanup crew and Tybor Weston. Item 1, remove source of Ankeg corruption. Item 2, clean up camp. Item 3, leave camp ready for business.
Okay. So
Cool.
the rest is as usual, and we have to walk there. Did I get that right?
Yes, unfortunately, now that Brian is doing our regular transfers from Philander to here, he's no longer able to transport us. But most of these missions, most of the missions we have on deck for the next few weeks happen in and around the Neverwinter Forest. So that's the benefit of having this place. Yay!
Sad not to see Brian, but didn't you say there was something going on in the north of the forest? Should we be careful? Is there danger?
Well, Ankegs are being attracted to the logging site, but the adventurers there seem to have it under wraps. It's they haven't come in numbers greater than 3 or 4 at the moment, and the adventurers have been on top of it. If there is a larger, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure you'll find the source of the Ankegs and destroy it quickly.
Nope.
Remember, be fast
Alright.
and fastidious.
Yeah. Will do. And are we good to go? Hi, you guys.
I think if no one needs any armor or weapons from Toby, and she will just give the chest a little pat. Hold out
Carmen
maybe
scoots away from it.
bacon to see if Toby is interested in. Since Daisy is not there, Callie has a new thing she can try to feed.
Oh, did Brian already turn around to go back?
Yeah, Brian just
Damn.
did a simple drop and go.
Darn.
Moving at some speed as well, actually, faster than normal. Looks like he's got a busy day. Callie, as you are offering Toby, what is it you're offering?
Pocket bacon.
Pocket bacon, of course. It sort of just rests his tongue on it and activates his activates the I forgot what it's called. I've got emulsion in my head. It's not emulsion. Adhesive, whatever it is, the sticky stuff that you mix to.
Gross.
But your hand is also caught in it. Please make me a strength check to free it if you would like to.
Oh no!
You will try to.
And this is how Callie dies.
Nah, she will just like, let go, Toby. Bad Toby.
After like, there's a hot second where like Toby's lid sort of like comes down a little bit, and then you feel the adhesive let go. Thank you, Shakes, for all the biddies.
Thank you. She will just step back. She will give him an evil stare, like, "You never get snacks again," and we'll just turn around.
Yeah, Alwyn's given this entire situation the widest berth possible. He's about as far back as he can get without being in another room.
You're probably right next to me, or just like,
Yeah, not for me. Nope.
Yeah, nope.
No sir.
I'm with you.
So everyone is good.
Yeah.
Operations. We have the contract. We know what to do. We have rough directions. Is the path? Do we find it from here? Philip, can we easily get there, or do we need to just walk north and hope for the best?
Yeah, if you follow the path north towards the forest edge, someone has put a sign on the beaten track that says Loggers Camp.
Good. And I would say let's go.
Yep, I'd quite like to just get out of here now, please.
If in doubt, the Loggers Camp is alongside the river. So if you do get lost and you find the river, hopefully that's a good point of reference.
Okay. Then we will try to be back soon in one piece.
All we can promise.
And Callie will give another evil stare at Toby, just being really annoyed and really mad.
Toby does a slow lid look.
And she will just turn around like a little bit diva and will just stomp out.
Yeah, Alwyn will be straight after her. He just wants to get out of this room now. It's like, nope.
Yep.
No.
I'll just so I gets up. I just dum.
Oh my god, I love it.
Well, you are on the pathway.
Okay, I'm gonna actually keep an eye out toward our surroundings, since we haven't really walked much around here in the Neverwinter Wood.
That's true.
Hopefully I don't encounter myself in my other game as an NPC. Walks across the path. So yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Alwyn's not convinced by this entire situation. The fact that there's a nice clear path does not reassure him. He's kind of... This feels a bit... Anyone else feel like they're walking into something?
I always feel like that.
Yeah.
It just...
It's like,
yeah.
But, well, we know what we're walking into. At least Philip told us the truth, so...
Are we sure, though? Are we sure he told us everything we need to know?
I think he told us everything he knows. I'm not sure he knows everything. That's possibly the point, but so far he hasn't lied to us, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to kind of lead over to Owen and just pass him down. Like, don't worry, it'll be fine. Just stay behind me.
No, don't you say everything will be fine. They won't be fine.
Don't jinx us.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Fine.
Don't you put that on me. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Yep, for that. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
You're making good progress up the path.
Oh.
Good pace is set.
Can we just keep an eye open that we're running in the right direction, that we are really running north?
Yes.
Can I use my familiar to help sort of scout ahead a little bit? With the familiar being a raven.
Sure thing. Yeah. The raven flies. Is this level 1 wizard familiar? Do you get the eyes of the familiar at that level, or does it just
I-
communicate?
2 minutes and I'll have a read.
I believe
No.
Jenna's brain thinks you do, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, the spell blurb doesn't actually.
Okay. Raven obeys your commands. You can communicate with it telepathically. There you go. So it flies about 100 feet ahead of you. And additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it is. So there you go. However, you're getting regular messages back saying, trees,
Trees.
trees.
A lot of help you are, but I appreciate it, even if it's useless.
Does it have a name?
It doesn't yet. I didn't want to get too attached just yet.
Trees. Mouse! And it like dives.
Little warning! Agree!
My favorite raven name has always been Mischief.
Mm.
It's a great name.
I was thinking, squirrel.
And as you walk along this path, eventually you see a roughly hewn sign that looks like it might have been made from wood, saying Loggers Camp. The arrow points towards a beaten track between the trees. The trees look dark and gloomy. The sun doesn't seem to pierce the canopy, and it seems, despite the heat of summer being around you, as though it will be cooler in there.
I
place.
should not have made that deal. Ah, well.
Huh?
Dum, 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 dum.
I look around. Is there just anyone else here? No? Okay. I'm just tentatively following after. A little freaked out.
I think just let's follow. Be careful. Keep eyes open. Yell if you see anything. Remember, if we see other adventurers, just tell them we're here to help. Please don't kill us. Thing.
Yes, because that's bound to. We can try. This entire thing. Not thrilled. Wouldn't even be here if I didn't need the money.
And then let's see what we have to face. At least it's not Harry.
I'm relieved. And I'm still looking into the forest. Can you do that sensey thing that you do, Callie?
Oh yeah, sure.
Or I mean, is that something that's limited per day?
It's 4 times per day, so it's.
If you were to, I mean, you can save it for later. I just.
No, I have enough. Let's see. Divine sense.
Yep. I don't know if it would. I don't think it would help with like kegs, but for other things, you know, or
maybe just see if. Do I feel anything evil, bad, like celestial?
Celestials, fiends, space, undead.
16 feet.
Do we pop up on that radar, being part
Well, you are probably.
part celestial?
I probably feel you.
You're part what? Fiend?
Yeah, I'm half, but I'm not sure if it pings on myself, but at least I would. But I would be used to that because I would have felt that, seen that
Gotcha.
before.
You do not get any pings coming back from your doodad.
Nothing on that.
The doodad.
Out there, so I guess it's just animals, people, and things we have to get rid of.
Lions, tigers, and bears.
Do any of you guys know things about Ankeg, Onkeg,
I have no idea.
Beer Keg?
let's see what it is. I've never met them, but I'm new to this area, kind of. So
Would I have any idea?
they will like salad, Armin.
Uh, if your character has traveled the woods or anything like that, you can make a history roll or a nature roll, and I will see how much information you might have about them.
Nope, I have not done that, so no.
Nope, all my travel's been in sort of cities, so...
Then I guess not.
Well, shit.
Sounds like a cool name though, right? Ankeg? Maybe there's something to do with beer.
Yeah, that's
That's all I was picturing, just sort of little kegs with legs.
With like legs.
Like
Yeah.
acid. He talked about acid stuff damage, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, like really bad beer.
the cake like spitting out acid, maybe.
Just that image is just fantastic.
That's why they're hanging out where there's wood.
Yeah.
It. We
Are they just sentient barrels? Could that be a thing?
It could be. It could be. And I'm now drawing that picture.
Yep, me too.
As you continue through the forest, the path opens up a little way ahead into a natural clearing. In this clearing, there is, bloodied to one side of the road, a half-orc wearing tribal gear.
Oh, that's the...
It's that
yeah.
weird half-orc druid creature thing that
Yeah.
was killed by adventurers.
Yes.
As Armin pulled out her notes. I want to go and pick up a stick and tentatively approach it and poke it a little and try to see if it has any like weird like amulets or whatnot. I don't know.
Well, you can see amidst the feathers and dangling ornaments on its shoulders, several amulets. As you poke it with the stick, the section that you poke immediately crumbles in a rotten way, and like bugs and things start crawling.
Can I try, whilst cringing, I want to try to get a look at the little different amulets.
How much are you cringing?
Like enough to walk around to the away from this side of the body to the other one.
Okay, investigation or perception, using disadvantage, please.
Okay, happily.
Or cringe.
Yeah, for cringe.
Jenna don't care.
See through time and space.
Yeah, you can see this creature is wearing a crude amulet that looks like it's been maybe hand forged, and carved into it is a crude hammer.
Okay. Does it look like any sort of religious icon or anything that I can recognize? Like,
Indeed. The hammer on closer inspection has lightning all around it, turning it over. Has a lightning strike with an explosion.
Jenna knows what this is. Does Armin know what this is?
Make me a religion check.
Religion. Nope.
Yeah, you definitely have no idea.
Damn. My other cleric is a Tempest cleric. And our friend is a different Tempest cleric with a different god. And I'm just like, I know what this is. Yes. Okay. Well, I know enough to know it's like a holy symbol thingy, right? Or
Yeah.
vaguely. Like, okay, well, here's a holy symbol.
If anyone else would like to investigate it, you can. Everyone
I
can
was
make an
just
investigation.
gonna ask.
Can I try to get it off the body with the stick?
For the rest of you, you can either make a religion check separately, and everyone can make one, or one of you can make a religion check with advantage, as another person helps.
I took religion as one of my skills, so
I'll give you advantage on that.
I will help as well.
do I just click on the religion?
Yeah.
Just click on religion on your character sheet, and it'll boop.
Cool.
There you go, 24. You know that the hammer is not relevant to the symbol. The symbol is a symbol of Talos. The hammer is perhaps an indication of rank or clan. It's not a religious thing.
Ah,
Okay.
Jenna was wrong.
But that's kind of reassuring because it makes me think it might not be anything that's about to sort of blow up in our faces if we do anything else with it. But I wouldn't say that with absolute certainty, so while Alwyn's curious, he's not about to touch it or pick it up. No.
So should I pick that thing up or what?
I mean, I'm holding it with like a stick.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to touch it either.
Callie would be poking at the bugs. Look at what's
Oh, I'm gonna drop
just
it.
like
Move further away.
nature. What is in there? Just trying to see if there are new things she hasn't seen before.
These look like regular sort of like carrion bugs, flies are nesting, that sort of thing.
That's not very interesting. So Callie will turn around, just wait for the rest.
Alwyn, your raven, which you haven't named, is looking at you and looking at the body and looking at you.
Can't take you anywhere.
And it's sort of like, yeah, just sort of like pulls at an ankle a little bit. Like, you're gonna tell me off? No?
Yeah, I'm
No?
going to sort
Okay.
of going to shoo him away from the body because you don't know where he's been and what it'll do to you. Quite like having you around.
Come on. Oh. See, the raven's gonna land.
I'm tempted to make you roll animal handling.
Oh, goodness.
Hell, why not? Do it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take the suggestion in the Twitch chat and call the raven Edgar.
Edgar,
Yeah, I
lovely.
like it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say tiki, but never mind.
On a 17, the raven merely it doesn't land on your finger. It just sort of
Think so.
lands perhaps on a tree nearby and is sort of like cocking a head at you.
Why?
Yeah, making sure it gets a good view with both eyes.
I want to lean over to Alwyn and go, does he talk? Have you taught it like to do anything? Like, mimic
Pretty sure it
language?
can mimic. If I remember my info correctly.
Pretty sure it
But-
can what? Sorry.
I'm pretty sure can the raven at points be used to sort of mimic? Am I misremembering this or making it up? Is it a thing?
But I'm not sure if it
I
does.
know real.
Is it a thing that you can use, like basically for eavesdropping? It can kind of perch somewhere, relay the information to me that way.
Yeah, you can like use an action to hear what it hears and see what it sees.
Cool. That's what I was thinking. Don't mind me.
Armin was asking more of like, have you taught it to say like, I'm an eagle?
I don't think it would play along.
Damn.
I mean, you've seen it. It's got an attitude.
True. I had a friend's bird who used to mimic the sound of their door closing and opening, and it freaked them out because they moved the cage right by the door for a while. Creepy.
Birds.
Birds are great.
Callie will slowly walk towards or more into the direction where the camp should be, but very slowly, just looking back if the rest are following.
Um,
Which of you
Careful.
took the box of supplies, by the way?
oh, which of us did?
That's a point.
I would have. Well, at least 3 of us should be pretty strong, so. But Callie would have taken the box.
Excellent. At least one of us remembered.
Yeah. But Jenna and Armand was like, oh crap, we didn't have a box.
Yeah. Yeah, Owen just had that moment. Whoops. They might have been important.
What is in there? And probably 1 or 2 things of the rations will be missing because Callie found she doesn't have that yet in her collection. So
Ooh, protein bars.
added it, like, ooh, that might be handy.
Chocolate chip protein bars? What?
Can we carefully listen in the direction of the camp just to see, do we hear any noises, anyone yelling, any fighting, any...
I'll take out my cup.
No door, oh.
Make me a perception check.
Oh god.
Where'd my
Nope.
mouse go? Oh no.
Nope.
Forest. Yep, that's definitely wind.
Raven?
Forest.
I hear
Def-
forest noises.
Definitely wind. Is that drums or sticks hitting each other? Difficult to tell.
Drums or sticks? I put my cup away. The cup of listening. Onward?
I guess we have no choice.
Onward?
Let's go.
There are still several miles of forest to cover before you reach the loggers' camp. However, these are mostly uneventful. Some small creatures appear on the path, and some of them look like, perhaps poisonous spiders, but they're not giant poisonous spiders, so in the adventurers' sort of order of priorities, they're not high. Or you don't hurt them, they won't hurt you, sort of thing.
Armand
Yeah, they're
still
not big
stays
enough to
far
eat.
away from the spiders. Not a fan of spiders.
Yeah, Owen will kind of peers at them, but he doesn't. Not getting too close to them. No, but I'm curious.
I feel like if they touch you, you're gonna fall over.
Yeah. Staying far enough back and kind of craning forward while his feet are kind of stationary, kind of bowing over, trying to look at the spider without getting any closer or getting within any sort of range where it could do him damage.
Yeah, sure.
That's
So,
another
just
one for spider bingo.
at a cursory glance, you can see that this spider has a large bodice, which is pitch black with a luminous red pattern on it that looks sort of like a rib cage.
On its back.
Yeah.
Okay, if something is luminous, that's not a good sign. No.
As you are looking at it, it shifts to purple.
Yep.
Nope.
Sort of just bails back as fast as it can go, almost falling over, just scrambling backwards. Like, nope. Did not sign up for spiders. Glow.
You put back straight in the house. Just
Yeah.
you okay?
I'm good. Just didn't sign up for glowing spiders.
You'll be okay. You'll be fine.
It gets less reassuring the more I hear it.
That's the continuous quote this time. It'll be okay. It'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
As you continue down the path, the spider follows.
Oh dear.
Now it's
Callie
green.
is happy about it. She's like, oh, I have a new pet.
You can have the spider.
Callie, be careful.
I always am. I think maybe not. But what do spiders eat? Just rummaging through her pouch. Just like pulling out her leaf again. That is Droopy.
Dead bugs. They eat dead bugs.
Yeah, I know what spiders eat.
Or our souls. It
Yeah.
could be a soul-eating spider.
But I want to feed
Well,
myself.
put my axe through it. If that will
Those
make it
tend to
feel
be
better.
cats, but
Don't kill it. As long
Oh,
as it's probably just curious. Fun.
What?
you happen to have a fireball spell.
Magic, me.
Burn everything.
That's probably not a good idea in a forest.
I mean, it
We
is
kill a lot of
raining.
spiders.
There.
The spider stops.
Oh,
Okay, buddy.
And suddenly darts into the undergrowth at a much faster pace.
Okay.
okay.
So it's like
Can we
follow,
do-
follow, stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we go? That doesn't seem
No
like a good
Megusta.
sign. That does not seem like a good sign. It might come back with friends.
Yep.
Okay.
Come back
Let's
with
walk
us.
faster.
Yes, please.
Probably have to pull Callie a tiny bit because she's just like looking where it went.
Grab her by the horn.
Okay. She was like,
Trust
Take
this spider.
time, breathe. You'll be fine.
Oh god.
let's
Walking faster.
Yep.
Okay.
Corbin is kind of going as fast as he can without getting away from people. She's like, away, but I also, have the sense not to go run off on my own.
As you continue along the forest begins to thin out a little. The path spreads out into a larger sort of beaten track. And before you know it, you can see a building over the rise, and you can see a raised area to the left, which looks like a sort of stone raised area. It looks natural, not man-made, on which there are what looks like the remains of buildings. Mostly you can just see the stone fireplaces are intact. The rest of the buildings look destroyed. You also can see in a lower area to the right 2 circles of tents and more an intact building near a jetty. And in the center, another destroyed building, and there are logs everywhere. The place looks mostly abandoned, except for 3 people wearing chainmail, and one person. They are a dwarf who's not wearing a shirt. They've got like tribal tattoos on their body, but they don't look like tribal like the half orc. They look like city tribal, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And
More like-
yeah, more like
Like
right
clan
angles
stuff.
and things. Yeah. And this they have like a mohawk. It's a little, it's a dwarf.
I put
And
my hands up.
he steps
We
forward,
come in
drawing
peace.
a great axe.
We come in peace.
Oh,
Callie is just waving.
We are here to help. We come in
Halt!
peace.
Halt!
Don't attack us.
Who goes there?
cleanup crew.
The cleanup crew Philip sent us.
Don't attack us, please.
Armin, put your arms down.
I'm being peaceful.
Did you bring the mana potions?
Yes.
They're over there.
All
Right
right.
about.
Come into the camp, but be careful. We have had several outbreaks of ankegs.
We
don't-
know.
What are ankegs? I pull out my notebook.
They are great beasts. They have like large mandibles for faces and big claw things. Come to the camp. We'll tell you all about them.
Armin starts adding these onto her drawing.
Do they bleed?
We'll hand out.
Howard just goes to the wolf. Do they bleed?
Sort of.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
I like your gall. Let us join us. And he leads you over to the other three people who are like on the adventurer's equivalent of a smoke break. Some of them have pipes. They're leaning against a pile of logs, quite a large pile of large trees. There is a human who introduces himself as John. Chainmail gentleman, seems to be wearing some sort of vestments over the chainmail. Looks like they might be. They're quite well spoken as well. Good afternoon. My name's Jonathan. John for short. You may call me John. Hope you weren't deviled too much in the forest. Get it? Deviled? Oh, okay.
Oh, I get it. I get it. Ah,
Callie does.
high five.
Next is another human woman, introduced as Susan. But she doesn't say anything. She merely nods. Long blonde braid that comes in front of her chainmail. She has a vicious-looking dagger and a regular longsword. At last, but most certainly not least, there is a half-elven person wearing a tunic and strumming a lute. He looks very handsome and has a winning smile.
Ooh. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, pleasure to meet you. Alandwin.
What was that?
Alandwin. That's from my mother's side.
Hi, I'm Armin.
Nice to meet you, Armin.
And yeah. And she's just all like
Winning smile.
glazed over. Yep. And Jenna would like to ask God how I can spell that for my notes.
Alendwin is Alendwien. Threw an E in there.
Thank you.
Just for the heck of it.
Just to
I
make
give
it
him-
fancy.
As you see, she like noting it down. He's like, I can give you my last name as well if you like.
Oh, yeah.
It's Balor Lofloranen.
Yeah. She's not remembering any of this. Just starstruck. I've already forgotten it.
Balor Lofloranen.
Okay. I'll try to spell it. Let's see what I come up
I
with.
can't wait to see what you come up with.
I've already scratched it out twice.
You would just put down with a thumb the box in the middle, and if you would look, there would be one health potion missing. Just for God to know that Kali was not only some of the rations, but also, ooh, health potions! She will just like, oh, need that.
That's great. I haven't had a health potion for quite a while. But listen, why are you all here? What is the you are here to help, right? You are professional cleaners, people who are good at finding sources of problems.
Yeah, and good in cleaning, and Philip said we should rebuild stuff, right? Shouldn't rebuild stuff, right? So
Just minor acid damage he tasked us with. If we can, like, small bits we can repair, but rebuilding, bit beyond our scope, I'm afraid. I
what
think.
do you know about the end cakes? If we know more, maybe we have easier point to find out why they're here.
I will go back on watch. I will allow Susan, Alendwin, and John to explain the anke.
Wait, did we get that guy's name?
Yeah, I'm just like, did the dwarf have a name?
Ufgar.
Okay.
That's a nice name.
Gal.
Ufgal Blackhammer.
Okay, that's at least the last name's easier.
My family are traditionalists. I am not so.
Why, yes.
And Alanduin sort of strums at the harp. You'd like to hear about the Ankegs, would you?
Uh-huh.
Yes, but just facts, please.
Armin sits down in front of him.
The biggest one that I have seen stood nearly 10 foot tall. A large insectoid. With like spikes for a head and mandibles for a mouth. Long, drooping mandibles look like something you might find on a crab, but there's too many pincers. Spikes that go all the way down the length of its arm like some sort of mantis creature. They burrow up from under the ground. That's why we usually stand on the stone. They can't burrow through it so easily.
Like the movie Tremors. Where's Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, he looks at Alwyn.
Wait, is this guy Kevin Bacon?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know if I can even do a Kevin Bacon voice. I'll work on it though for future. I'll try and make a Kevin Bacon NPC for future, okay?
Oh my god, yes.
He looks to Alwyn and says, I'm pretty sure they could kill you in one bite. Dead. Outright.
Charming. Is that charming? Great.
That's
Great.
why they're behind me, Alwyn, okay?
And
So
just
take
hang
away
on
2 bites from me.
still. And yeah, I guess Howard, you should be fine. You don't look like someone could just bite through.
We will be handling all of the Ankeg infection or affectations or infiltrations should they appear. Please do not worry about that. You just concentrate on cleaning the place up and finding whatever it is that's bringing the blasted devils here, and we will smite them as we are inclined to do.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Well,
good,
we'll
yes.
lean into Armin. I wanna be able to smite one day.
Huh?
Forget it. So, what do those things like to eat next to people?
Aside from me.
Like salad? She's pulling out her drooping pocket salad again.
It's a good question. Susan pipes up for the first time. We're not really sure. They're attracted by usually creatures or some kind of magic. They destroy everything, natural or not. They spray acid from their mandibles. It comes out in gouting cone that 30 feet long and 5 feet wide. I can only compare the acid to... I mean, I doubt you've ever encountered a gelatinous cube, but...
Speaking of gelatinous cubes.
Don't go there. That's big.
Armin's now back in the conversation. Do we have those gloves that we got?
Oh yeah, you kept those, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, those would be nice.
Uh,
I don't know, Callie, if
But you're the cleaner.
I already have gauntlets.
But they're not acid.
I can't glove layer.
Sure.
The only way I can glove layer are with my cleaning gloves.
Then I will take the acid gloves for now.
Unless
Sure.
Well, look, don't let us stop you from getting on with the cleaning and the finding.
Where
But
did you see them last?
where do
Hey.
they seem to?
Where does seem to be most
Alright.
of them?
well,
Is there a specific concentration somewhere?
no, not really. One of them came up almost right here near where we're standing, just a little way off towards that first camp there. Another one came up on the other side of that camp, One came up in the Nervan camp there, and one of them's come up in the Ankeg, an Ankeg came up in the actual building, came right through the floorboards. The only place that they haven't really come up is on that raised tier over there where the buildings are destroyed, mainly because that seems to be a large bedrock of stone that they can't quite burrow through. It's where we sleep.
Good to know that there's a safe place.
I'd really like to go home today, so if you like, one of us can escort you around the place as you get on with your cleaning. And
I mean, if you're offering.
I mean, well, it's up to you really which of us you take. I mean, we're each... Thank you very much for that anonymous £10 donation. Thank you.
Yay!
Anomnominous is the...
It's a perfect name.
One of us are getting nommed.
Oh no.
We don't
what,
know.
Don't you put that evil on me.
We will
really-
just yell if we see them.
All right. Well, look, if you're looking for protection, I can recommend my man John here. He's a wonderful fella. He's got like that whole faith thing that shields himself and others and all of that good stuff. If you just want to see shit get killed, Susan is great at killing things. Whereas I'm more of like a, I'll sing you a song and make you feel better about yourself sort of guy.
I mean, that's also really useful.
I mean, why not go for the 3?
Yeah.
Sounds more fun.
Well, you know how it is. We're sort of trying to pace ourselves out a little bit here. If you're here for a number of hours, then we might need to do this in stages. And one of us keeps watch, at the moment. And that's Ulfgar's job, but...
I guess, Callie, it would be nice if you could learn some smiting things.
One day,
By observation.
I will be able to do what my mom and dad are doing one day. So, but maybe she will look between John and Susan, just like can't really decide, just like eeny, meeny, miny, moo. And
Armin looks sad that the half elf can't come with.
any preference for anyone? Also, you guys, I know you kind of outpost should be annoying. We could also really just go and yell. So,
If you want to go for the yell routine, we'll take that.
We could also be dead by the time they get there.
then maybe it would be good if we have John with us, just in case.
Okay.
So, if you would like to join us, sir.
By all means, yes. Where would you like to start looking?
Have you seen any random, weird cultist, fae, and or oddly placed relics in the area?
What do you mean, like on the ground?
Or, I mean, just around.
In the dirt. Look, I only find my loot in one place, and I don't often find loot, but when I do, it's in a chest.
We're trying to find the thing that's causing the Ankegs to...
So I'm looking for a chest?
No.
Have there been any unkegs in an area that hasn't had a camp like right by it? Have they just come up randomly anywhere else, or are they all coming up in places where there are people?
They seem to come up where there are people, yes. What they tend to do is wait just below the surface for someone to walk by and then try and engulf them in one go.
Terrific surprise.
Great!
I mean,
Oh,
should
fantastic.
cause some drama with thaumaturgy on the ground and see if they come up.
I mean,
Far away from us. We can not right. And
within 30 feet is my limit.
yeah, mine But it's far
We
enough.
I could throw some pebbles.
I don't think pebbles would be.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
I could like thaumaturgy in front of us as we walk.
That then runs the risk of them being right on top of us before we can do anything, though.
It won't be underneath us though.
It will be in front of us.
It will be in front of us
It'll be trying to eat us.
before it's tried to eat us.
Well, but that's true. We are not here to summon those things.
Yeah.
We're here to find out why they're here. I guess we just walk carefully and how it
Investigate the house.
just investigate the houses.
So on the upper tiered area, you have 2 broken huts. On the just below that tiered area, on the main grass bank, you have a large like offage and tool storage building. In the central reservation, there is another broken building, and on the right there are 2 camps.
Okay.
Well,
What's
Mom, we-
closest to us?
Yeah, what's closest?
The central broken cabin.
Let's start there.
Are there?
just process of elimination.
Maybe quiet. At least try to be.
Sure, if there's a one.
Try to walk lightly, I guess.
Okay.
This is very near all of the adventurers, so they're sort of like, you know, looking at you all like, as if we wouldn't. Sort of like. If you would like to search, you can make me an investigation check. If you would like to clean, you can make me a performance check.
I would like to clean.
I will investigate. I'm not cleaning.
Wait, performance or
You.
They're both the same, so I'll go for the clean.
Did you have something different for cleaning, Armin?
yeah, because that's why I was confused when I was rolling performance, because I feel like we did. It was either a wisdom or a dexterity thing.
Did I give you maybe cleaning tools or something like that?
I had cleaning tool proficiency.
If you have that proficiency, just click on cleaning tools and it should roll for you.
Oh, I might have not actually put them in, but
Keep
it would be the same. I think we just decided we're trying to decide between dex and charisma. Not charisma, wisdom.
And to keep it even, I'll investigate.
I'll see if I wrote it down.
Okay.
See everything.
Do you think it's
Let's just go for a wisdom-based thing.
okay? I think I wrote it down, but that'll be the same as my perception, I think. So I'll just roll that.
Your thing?
I'm getting
Shame
good
you didn't.
perception rolls.
Shame you didn't use an advantage. Okay, so let's see. We have Callie and Alwyn sifting through the dirt as Howard and Armin clean it up. Lots of rubble and stuff here, which can be piled neatly. As you are searching through in the fireplace, between the two of you, you will find an amulet.
Ooh. I don't want to touch it. I'll pick it up. Oh wait, them or us?
The investigators.
Oh,
Yeah.
then never mind. I'm not paying attention.
I'm not thrilled with the idea of touching it.
Callie will touch
So-
it. She doesn't care. She will just grab it as soon as Al will point it out.
I was just kind of go, oh god, no.
Callie's just like, what's that? And we'll just clean it up.
This amulet has a picture of a cube on it.
Like Harry,
A gelatinous cube or just
just on the backside.
Just plain.
Okay. So we found an amulet, but there's a cube on it, guys. Does it ring a bell for anyone? Cube?
Does it look like Harry?
It looks quite straight, no? Not a wiggly wobbly. I don't.
Can I
bag
look
it?
at it?
I will hold it up in front of you, knowing that you are probably not too keen to touch it. So I clean it off.
Does it look like religious-y?
Looks
I
magic
might
eye to me.
recognize? That looks magic eye to me.
Could I make
Hey.
an arcana check?
Just gonna say, can I do an arcana check?
Okay. Looks like magic.
Yep.
That's all I got. With my +0.
Oh god, no, I have no idea.
Honestly, could just be a regular cube. Alwyn, as you look at this thing, you can see the cube. You have a feeling this amulet has something to do with perhaps gelatinous cubes, but ultimately your Arcana tech tells you that you need to make an identify check, an identify spell to properly identify what this item is or does.
Maybe we should have Brian's wife look at it later.
Maybe Philip also knows. Oh, Philip. No, he will
I
keep
don't want him to know
it.
we have it.
No, so guys, just to be fair, if you show Philip anything we found, he will keep it. So decide if you want to just bag it. We will not tell anyone.
About what?
Exactly.
Exactly.
What amulet? There was no amulet.
Oh, like, I will just bag it. I will just bag it and just put it in my other pouch, not in my.
Probably safest that we don't touch it too much if we can get away with it. Just to be on the safe side.
I mean, yeah. If you don't want to touch it, but you want to secrete it away somewhere, we could take a sleight of hand check.
That won't end well.
That's what her name was.
Where is it? Oh my! I'm too far away from my computer to see these things. Sleight of hand. There we go.
Yeah, on an 11, you can sort of... I think you end up touching the band, but you don't touch the actual amulet itself. It's on like a leather cord, so... I mean, leather cords aren't magical, right? You can get it secreted away.
Alright.
Is everything clean?
Look up and it's sparkling.
It is pretty damn clean, with the combined talents of Armin and Howard. This building looks ready to be rebuilt.
I have my rubber gloves on over my gauntlets. You know, full cleaning get up.
That's impressive. You were quick, boy.
And I don't try to eat you.
Win-win situation.
You know.
I always prefer not being.
Yeah, Harry is a handful. And maybe just move on to the next building.
Yep.
So do you think that thing you found could have been attracting them? Have we all done a really good job? Are we done?
Maybe we you said, or no, Susan said it might be attracted to magic, and this I think is magic. So maybe let's.
I don't.
Maybe we should just go through each one.
Yeah.
See what we
Just to be safe.
find.
So now you are equidistant from the campsites and the office and tool storage place.
Let's do the storage.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you walk that way, suddenly there is a rumble in the ground beneath your feet.
Something's gonna
nope,
try and
nope,
eat me,
nope,
isn't
nope,
it?
Everyone,
would-
please make me an initiative roll.
Rolling initiative.
Oh,
Oh, okay, not bad.
Whereabouts am I looking? I can't
Who
find it.
rolled the nat 20?
right at the top of the. There we
Found
go.
it. Found it.
So this creature erupts from the ground. Indeed, it does have two large mandibles with jagged points that look like blades. Its head looks sharp with lots of small carapace pieces. It's sort of dirt-coloured with large insectoid feet that hit the ground as it removes itself. And it lunges forward towards you. Howard, you have the highest initiative.
First off, I would like to rage.
Yes.
And then I'd take the great axe. And take a swing.
Sure.
Cool.
By all means, you swing at the creature.
Don't.
18.
No.
An 18 hits. We just take the left numbers, so that's 10 points of damage as you sever a section of carapace from it, and its leg immediately sort of falls away, and it's sort of like at you as you break it down. Next, we have Armin.
Okay. I'm going to. How far away is it from me? Or
As the party was
Alwyn?
walking together, it has appeared in front of you, so it's within like 5 to 10 feet of all of you.
Okay.
Joy.
Then I'm gonna toll the dead. So that needs to make a, I believe, wisdom saving throw.
A 17.
Right. Fuck. Oh. Forgot. Yeah. No! No damage.
Yeah, no damage there. Unfortunately, the creature doesn't seem perturbed by your sonorous chime of your bell.
Shame! Ding!
Yeah, doesn't. This creature feels no shame.
Oh, poop nuggets. Can I, like, stand in front of Alwyn?
By all means, whose turn it is next?
Oh, joy.
With my shield up?
Oh, what to do? Since I'm so squishy, can I cast Mage Armor on
You can.
myself? Cool. Where is it? I'm assuming I need to go click on that. Where is it? No? What do
No,
I need to...
it just bumps up your...
AC.
Yeah.
So your AC
AC
becomes 13 plus your dexterity score.
Yeah, so that is 15.
Lovely.
Just mark off your... however many slots
Yeah.
you have left.
And you still have a bonus action and movement if you wish to use it this turn.
Yeah, I'd quite like to back up a bit if possible.
Sure. How far would you like to move?
Let's go with 10 feet. I'll probably regret it, but I don't want to go full 30, which is my...
Sure thing.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Uh,
A little bit of distance.
Last but most certainly not least, it's Callie.
Oh boy. She will just blandly try to hit it with her axe.
If in doubt, hit it with a big stick.
She has nothing else. So it will be the axe. Let's see. 19?
On 19 hits.
Yay! 12 points of damage.
Ooh. That's fantastic. As you rake your blade through this creature, it tears one of the mandibles and it begins to hang limply from its face. Sort of like swinging as the other one's clicking. The creature rears back and you hear this dreadful inhale as it starts to get ready to
no.
spit.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
This is going bad.
Suddenly, Jonathan is in front of you with his shield shining brightly with the light of a lord. The spit splashes off of the shield, and he swings a hammer into the creature's face, lifting it up slightly. As the creature is raised, you see an arrow go straight through its skull and protrude from the other end. And if any of you look to where the arrow came from, you see a Lendwin who winks at you.
I will have to make a wisdom saving throw to not swim.
Behind you, the ground rumbles once more, and another creature emerges from the dirt. However, you can also hear, moving towards your location, a sort of high-pitched as Susan charges into this creature, makes one attack with her long sword, a second attack with her vicious dagger, and another attack with her long sword. This creature goes down in a blind rage as Susan lands on it, hacking and slashing it. She stays there hacking and slashing at it long after it's dead.
What is the DC that I'm trying to beat for my wisdom save?
You can set the wisdom DC yourself. How hard do you think this would be for Armin?
I'd say it would be a 15.
Okay.
Just thinking of just like Legolas in the background, just
And
sparkling in the sunlight.
he calls across, did anyone get injured?
No, thank you.
Owen just kind of looks to check he's got all of his limbs. Think I'm fine.
Starry-eyed.
And
We're
after a moment, Susan sort of like stands up, covered in blood and mucus. And she's like, well, back to resting for me.
Like it's nothing.
such a badass.
Yeah, she heads back over there, and John says, yes, sir. Well, we never make Susan take watch or anything. She's at her best when she's well rested.
Yeah, I was just kind of moved into more of a forward size with the axe out, and just with the rage, and just kind of goes.
That was exciting, wasn't it? How are you all doing? You've just survived your first Ankeg attack. Yes.
Callie was stand annoyingly close to John, really close. Like, how did you do the shield thing?
Ah, that is a spell called Shield of Faith, which my god taught me some time ago. It was during a pilgrimage of which I visited every temple on the Southern Peninsula. I
Yeah, I had
first
that spell.
stopped.
One day, maybe.
Launches into a story.
Shield of Faith.
I just gotta set the blood out, so yeah, wiped it all on the ground.
Shield of
Normally, Armin would have been like, eh. But she's just still kind of out of it. Looking around.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or
This building has a. You open the door. The door's open. It's a wooden floor. It's divided into 2 rooms. The larger room, which is the room you enter, is cluttered with logging equipment, saws, leather harnesses, equipment for climbing, like clips and that sort of stuff, and so on. There is a section of floor which has been marked out with chalk, as it's been it's broken where an Ankeg has previously erupted through here, and there is a dead Ankeg against the wall. That one nearly got us. We didn't realize they could burst through floorboards as well as the ground.
Good thing to learn from the movie Tremors.
so how do we...
Gotta get to the roof.
Is cleaning up the dead Ankeg also part of? I think so, right? So chop it
Yes.
down and throw it out.
Armin's already dusting.
Yep. That's Howard. I'm rolling really well today. This is scary.
I know. I'm just waiting
It's gonna
waiting
tank.
for like the double zeros that are gonna come. Knock on wood.
Alan, do we just do the check again to see if we can find anything?
Yeah, see if there's anything that doesn't belong here.
Ankeg doesn't belong
Aside
here.
from the Ankeg. Well, that kind of does. That's the whole
I'm
reason
just
why.
staring at John and whispering, "Shield of faith, shield of faith, shield of faith." I'm distracted.
Both me and Cal are just distracted.
So, on your 17 and 25 cleaning, you can make this room look fantastic, get rid of all of the entrails of Ankeg, and even clean up some of the logging equipment and make it shiny and look sort of new. Perhaps arrange it on racks. However, 25, Armin, if you wanted to come up with some sort of, storage solution.
We have
Get really fancy with it.
just real quick trip to IKEA. Install a modular shelving unit. Wrap the Ankeg in saran wrap.
You've got plenty of wood around, plenty of logs, and yeah.
Yep,
You can
full
totally do
IKEA built furniture on the wall.
Oh, that's quite a good idea. I'm sure they'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
Alvin, as you were searching
Called
around,
the Hunil. The
what?
random IKEA names. A Hunil.
Oh, well, I guess that's a name. I personally would have called it shelving rack.
Shelving.
Yep. Yep, but I'm not the one that makes the names.
But you literally just made this.
Nope.
Oh,
Clearly, you've never been to IKEA.
You have one of those gods. I see.
We also follow some instructions which state different things.
Oh yes, I can see the color coding. Yes, it's very, very well organized. Alwyn, your investigations lead you into the second room, which contains a desk, some writing papers, clipboards, logbooks, that sort of thing. It looks very much like an office.
Clipboards?
Yeah, they mostly have logging expansion records, those sort of things on them. This room seems in order, but on a 14 you will notice that one of the floorboards looks newer than all the others.
That board looks clickable.
Just sort of stares at it for for a while, like it's gonna bite him. It's like,
You want me?
Yep.
might be nice to have some backup in the room just in case this blows up in my face terribly. Probably is nothing, but can never be too careful. So I will try and lift that newer floorboard under the assumption that it can be lifted. And hope that things don't explode.
The little fly is back.
So, Alwyn, as you pry up this board, you find
I'm gonna get eaten, aren't I?
a small alcove dug into the dirt. In this alcove, it's only about 2 feet wide and 1 feet deep. You see 13 tiny androgynous stick figures dipped in pig's blood, inscribed with tiny lightning bolt symbols and tied together in a bundle with hair.
That's ties
creepy as
to...
fudge.
Haven't we seen that symbol already today? Or am I misremembering?
The lightning one?
Wasn't that the thing we found on the path?
Yep.
Right, so this... Yeah, I'm inclined to think that this has something to do with that.
Is that the thing that attracts
It was... What was it? Where are my notes?
our creepy crawly friends?
It was on the creepy crawly friendly guy. I'm aware how ridiculous that
It was on the half orc
Yeah.
it was
druid creature thing.
I'm trying to remember what I actually learned from that. It was just a...
It was a thing of Talos.
Yeah.
I wrote down Talos and rank/clan.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. God knows what that is in my notes. Given what it is, because 30. Do we know how many people are in the camps and stuff? Did we find that out?
We didn't ask. Turning to John.
I have no idea. It was evacuated by the time I got. The only person who was still here when I got here was Tiber himself, who was hiding like a coward in his office, stabbed behind the desk.
I assume he's long gone now. Then I assume he's not.
Oh yes, we
stuck around to.
We had a ship arrive for a shipment, and we put him on it. No shipment. I imagine they'll be back next week, though. But once we've finished up here, I guess.
Should we just burn that thing, maybe? It doesn't look like something I want to keep around.
No, 13 stick figures covered in pig's blood. Not something I want to be carrying around, honestly.
I could smash it.
Oh,
With magic,
yeah.
might be better than smashing.
I think.
Do I know any religious-y type thing to undo any of this voodoo?
You could make me a religion check.
Okay. Oh, it's not bad.
On a 12, this looks like 13 androgynous figures bundled together, dipped in pig's blood, wrapped in hair.
Dang it.
Other people could look as well. Or you can do the thing where someone helps and
Can
gets an advantage.
I'll help.
Yeah, I have religion as one of my skills, so I'll do a religion check as well.
Yep, I'll help you. So.
I should have that as one of my skills, but I don't. I don't. Not well read.
13. It's definitely some sort of religious thing.
Okay.
And maybe some form of destroying it would be good.
Fire? I think fire is always a solution for things like this.
If in doubt, burn it.
Yeah.
John pipes up. Technically, alcohol is always a solution.
I'm with you on. Although alcohol can be quite tricky, as I learned, you need to be careful on how much.
No, that's a joke. It's an alchemist's joke. Never mind.
Whatever you say.
Let me just go outside. I don't think we should start a fire in here. I'm looking at Armin. I know she will kill me if I make a mess in here.
Don't you dare. We're taking this outside.
Put it under the shelving rack and then...
Yeah.
Undo all that hard work.
So sleeping outside
didn't
and
start the fire.
trying to make a little fire.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did start the fire.
That's the problem. Everything's on fire.
Sorry, Callie. You take it outside.
Yeah, and trying to set it on fire.
How are you doing so?
Is it still raining? Is it raining at all, or is it just a background noise?
It's not been raining. That's wind, I think it's supposed to be.
Okay, then, well, I have tinderbox, and I will just collect a few bits of wood to add to the wood stick figures, and just put them in a pile, and just turn them on, maybe adding a bit of alcohol over it, because John said
Help it on.
I have a flask of rum, so she would put a bit of and she would just sprinkle some herbs on it, because she's seen that.
It's just the thing that you do.
Sage.
So some
I have some holy water. Although the water is probably not going to help it burn.
no, and just making a bit of a show, probably, to impress John.
It's showing off now.
As you do all this, John believes you are casting some kind of ritual, and offers to say a prayer. Shall I say some words over this ritual?
Sure, any help
Yes.
is very welcome.
Yes.
Yes, I will quote the Book of the Lord, starting on page 516, chapter 24.
Which Lord?
And yea, the peasants did feast on many of... and...
Of orangutans and breakfast cereals. Oh no.
And he begins the longest prayer you've ever heard. As he talks about all the different things that people feast on and how the fire shall cook everything to satisfaction, but just in case, will cast purify food and water anyway. Amen.
I think before
Yes?
you can do the Amen, Callie is just like, this is taking too long and just starting the fire.
You say my name?
Ah, no, that's a thing that I say to my
Armen?
I hadn't actually thought of this before, actually. I guess that's an intricate, interesting... no, that's just something that we say at the end of our prayers. Do you have anything like that?
No, but it sounds like my name.
It does, yes. Do you pray much, Armin?
Yeah, I'm a cleric. There's like a big raven head symbol on the front of her like skirt.
A cleric.
Yep.
With a raven.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that? I squint back at him.
It's burning. I think we did the thing, just let it...
And as it burns, for a moment, the sky darkens and like a little glimmer of light comes down on the firing totem. And there's sort of ah, 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 and it burns. And when it's all burnt,
Behold, Camelot.
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 And as it burns, it gets brighter and much brighter as it feels like a taint has been lifted from this area.
Went as planned?
Went better than I was expecting.
Yeah, I feel much better about this whole thing.
I mean, do you want to just check, make sure there's no more of those things?
I think we should go on checking. I'm not sure they were attracted by this.
Yeah, we can't just. There are places we haven't looked,
Well,
so we wouldn't.
Clean anyhow, so
Yeah,
we move on and clean.
yep.
we cleaned both rooms in the building we just left, didn't we?
Yep.
Excellent.
So
Right.
to the next building.
On top of the plateau, there are two broken buildings. They're just mostly fireplace. It seems like there's been a lot of fire damage up here.
This is the stone.
Yeah.
Mel's
plateau
gonna be
bit.
hard to get out.
Okay.
Well, let's have a look at the clean, then go to the camps.
Yep.
Feel a bit better up here. They apparently can't come through stone, so I'm happy to be on stone.
Shalt thou take out the holy pin?
I don't think Antioch is in this plane at the moment.
Dang. It's like my favorite scene. Neither shall thou proceed to... What was it? 5? No, 2.
1, 2, 5. Free, my lord. Free!
Teresa. Lobus thy holy hand grenade.
It's been
Anywho,
ages since I've seen
as
that.
you look through these buildings, there are two of them. We can do them in one check if you like. We can go through and do the whole thing because they've only got one entry in the book between the two of them. Yep. Yep. Cleaning tools. Oh, Armin, all of the fire may be perhaps affecting your ability to clean. You don't seem to be doing a
Yeah,
very good job. Howard.
very soot-caked.
Yeah, Howard picks up the slack here. Fantastic investigations, Callie and Alwyn. You are very certain that there is nothing of interest amongst these ruins.
That's a relief. I've had enough interesting things. I don't need more. It's nice not to have one.
Done with this area. As you head back, you can see in the in one of the camps, as the evening is drawing in, Alendwin and Susan are getting a campfire ready.
Looks like it's time for a campfire song.
But we should move on until it's dark.
Oh wait, are we done cleaning? No.
No, there's more. I think.
Just at the campsites.
Are they at the camp?
Oh,
This is at the campsites.
You also will have noticed that the cabin has a large amount of acid damage on the steps leading into it.
Ah.
Something to clean.
Like it's rotted the wood away. You would have been avoiding one of the steps because it looks broken.
Ah.
That kind
I'll
of
have to replace that wood. Can I try to workshop replace the stair floorboard?
Sure, this will be crafting, not cleaning.
Okay.
I'll help.
How?
You also all have advantages. Everyone has advantages.
What do I
Alwyn,
still have
you
my
have
rollover.
2. You know.
Do I? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Shake's
What do
gifted
I
you one.
roll for
I need to remember
crafting?
those.
Make it a wisdom-based check.
No proficiency.
If you don't have smith's tools, then
Nope.
mason's tools or anything like that, or
I'll just
carpenter's
use
tools would be ideal. That'd be the one. Took me 3 goes
Nope.
to get there, but carpenter's tools would be the one.
I
Then
only
yeah,
have cleaning. I'll just do a wisdom check.
pretty good. Pretty good. You're no
Wood
carpenter.
shop.
Yeah, you're no carpenter, but you can see how to make wood into a step. And these stairs you can replace the ones that are badly acid damaged and just clean off the ones that aren't. Looks good. You know, John's sort of looking, a jack of all trades, eh?
Yep.
Raven.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he have any holy symbols that I recognize?
Indeed he does. As the DM hastily Googles.
I'd have to Google too. I only know the Dawn War Pantheon. That's it.
I mainly play chaotic characters, so when I need anything other than chaos. Yeah, he has a son.
A 6-pointed thing or like a
12.
Son.
Yeah, son.
Yeah. So you got it. Yep. Raven. Son.
A monitor.
Bless you.
No, that's the name of my
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, well, thank you for that exchange, I guess. Good talk.
We're okay. Raven Queen.
Oh, Raven Queen.
Yeah.
I mean, I've not heard much. I've assumed the worst in the past.
I mean, that's not a good base to just like start at.
Well, no, it's not. But you know, I'm just saying I've not heard good things. But I mean, you seem nice, so I'm willing to learn.
It's okay. There's a lot of there's bad rap being Death God, but it's not actually Death God. It's like more neutral.
I
Like
see.
more fate type things.
So
and
you would
like
say you're
no
a
me gusta undead.
so you're sort of more like a central.
Yeah.
See, I'm far left. You know.
Yep. I'm right in the middle.
I see.
Yep.
Well, good for you. I enjoyed dining with you and learning more about your. Maybe we can exchange. I don't know, pamphlets or something. I don't actually have any
Yeah,
pamphlets.
sure, I have one. There you go.
You have pamphlets? My God, I feel so underprepared.
Of course.
Thank you. And he like sort of like
They're
does
scented.
the casual tuck away where it just goes into a bag that you suspect has 1 million of these things in it. Shall we head over to the camp then? Sorry, I've totally sidetracked. Do you go to the camp?
Over to the camp.
Do you go to the camp where the other heroes are setting up, or do you?
Are there two different camps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Both
We-
Jenna and Armin thought we were going to the camp.
But is it already dark, or is it just getting dark?
Sun's setting.
Then I think we should do the other camp first before it's getting dark. Just use the last of light that we can use, and then join
Okay.
the others. And
Oh,
why
good.
did Philip say it's just a 5 to 6 hour job if we stay overnight? It's more like 10 to 12 hours. We-
Yeah.
To get more money for this job. He said
Right.
gold piece per hour.
Yeah. And like, we're in good company.
Sure.
You'll be
I'm
alright.
sure there are really good campfire songs.
Let's clean up first. Bit
Okay.
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
I hope you're right.
Oh, I hope so too.
Alwyn at this point is just sort of dragging his feet.
I'm
It,
gonna do a quick clean.
in the north camp, there's a dead campfire surrounded by 6 tents. Each contains a bedroll and a mess kit. As you go to clean them, you can see that all of the bedrolls and the tents have been partially dissolved by the acid. Footprints and strange marks in the sand suggest several humanoids were attacked here and dragged away.
Ooh.
That's comforting,
No, it's not.
especially in low light.
My life's getting to me. I'm rolling worse.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, I
Why it's like, okay, no.
Callie and
see anything.
Alwyn, perhaps it's the sign of like fingers and like bloody
drag marks in
fingernails
the-
in the sand that make you not
Oh.
want to investigate too closely. So you maybe deliberately don't deduce what happened here. But Howard and Armin, mostly Armin this time, it's like you're alternating. You are soon quick to clear away all of this debris and marks and make it look like a regular old campsite again. The acid splashes, you know what, they're there, but that's kind of someone else's problem. You're not here to replace canvas.
Else is left, except
Isn't there another?
Yup. Where the others are.
Yeah, they're at that camp.
Yep.
Did we bring stuff for s'mores?
what are s'mores, Armin?
What?
God, did I bring stuff for s'mores?
S'mores.
Make
What is-
me a wisdom check, Armin. Armin, on this occasion, you thought there might be campfires. Perhaps I should bring s'mores.
Let me introduce you to this tasty treat that is a s'more. And I drag them away to the campfire.
So eager for s'mores now.
As you
Yep.
approach the campfire, Susan is getting the campfire lit, whilst Alendwin has stripped off his jerkin and is cleaning himself by scraping a bronze flat comb over his chiseled abs and pectoral muscles.
Armin trips.
As you arrive, he's sort of like, "Oh, sorry, I was just cleaning up," and like puts his shirt back on.
And Howard just kind of looked at this and just picks out. I'm just, there you go. Watch where you step.
I apparently succeeded my wisdom saving throw.
Soon Ulfgar arrives as well. He doesn't look like he's one to clean himself. Callie, his hair may look interesting to you. Armin, it may look like a nightmare to you. I'm not sure how Howard and Alwyn are about, dreadlocks and general unkempt hair. But, most dwarves don't have dreadlocks. This is a choice.
Well, Howard Big at all doesn't have hair, so
Yeah, Alwyn's not too fussed, really. Just, to each their own, I suppose.
I will start setting up sticks for the s'mores and pulling out all of the supplies, talking them through roasting marshmallows.
As Susan gets the campfire lit, Ulfgar pulls out 2 sticks and a rotisserie spit, and skewers 2 or 3 sorts of lizard-like creatures, and starts roasting them.
All right. Roasting my marshmallow on a different portion of the fire.
So are you planning on heading back tonight? Or,
I'm not
staying?
sure how,
Nope, we're staying.
how we're done.
I'm not thrilled with the idea of making our way back in the dark, honestly.
Nope, we're
Oh,
staying.
Not thrilled by the
Oh.
idea.
The
Well, we have-
the Neverwinter Forest is cruel and full of dangers. But,
The night
I'm sure you'd be fine. You seem very capable.
No, we
well,
stay.
I
we haven't
mean,
actually searched this camp yet. So we do that in the morning, then we go.
We also need to see if we got rid of the Ankeks, so we need to stick around for a tiny bit just to see if they return.
Yeah, we can't assume that what we burned
yeah.
stopped
You
them.
probably won't find them. When Ankegs leave, they collapse their tunnels, making them almost impossible to follow. If someone gets dragged into an Ankeg hole, they're gone.
Good
But
to know.
Wasn't planning on following them.
Yeah.
More just sort of
keeping
maybe
an eye open.
testing the ground a little bit at some point. Yep. But
I'm gonna
with
finish
daylight.
making a s'more
But
and
with
then
daylight.
hand it toward the guy with the name I can't say. The half elf. They're
What's-
really good.
It
It's
just looks like
chocolate,
goo
cracker,
mixed in like what?
sugar. Just try it.
He like bites into it and chews on it for a bit and sort of does the
Lovely.
It's awfully sweet. I gotta say, it's really sweet.
Yeah.
But like really sweet. I mean, look here. Why didn't you try some of this? And he reaches into his pack and pulls out what looks like a kind of biscuit.
Munch, 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 munch.
This is not a sweet biscuit. It tastes spiced, kind of like a spiced cracker. But like almost a bread, but not. Sort of like, okay,
My taste buds are confused.
chilies, turmeric on toast.
Okay. Okay.
Goes well with cheese.
Just sounds
Ah,
nice.
cheese is good. I can, yeah. Munch, munch.
That's more what I'm into, to be honest. This is very sweet.
Yeah. I tried to explain, but hands out.
I mean, do you
stuff
just
to
eat this as
everyone.
like a meal? Is that what you do?
No, it's like a camping treat.
Oh, I thought this was all you ate.
No,
Right.
I think I would. Oh God, there's a fly. I think I would like disintegrate from the sugar, and all my teeth would fall out.
Yes. Yes, I believe that to be true.
I continue explaining how to make them to everyone.
Kelly will carefully try and nibble just on the edge. Probably like pulling out of the marshmallow, just getting everywhere. It's
Let's
messy.
say it's hard to nibble on a
And
s'more.
Kelly is not. You see, she's not like. She will eat it because she likes almond. But it's not her favorite. And she will just trying, not that Armin sees it, to add things more that makes it maybe better, which makes it worse. So there's a bit of herbs.
I can just like picture your like just hands are just like sticky.
Yep. And she's trying. She still has a bit of cheese in her pocket. She will try to add and it's not getting better. She's just trying to make it work.
Just trying to make it palatable, but it's not getting.
It's not getting there. It's getting worse and worse. And she's just like,
I've committed now.
then and looking at her fingers and it's just like, this is tricky to eat, Armin.
She's
How did
perfectly clean.
How did I just taste it? Just...
Yeah.
I will use my pants just to get my hands clean.
Hot
Have I-
marshmallow explodes in Howard's mouth, like the droopy.
Oh
soft-
no. The lava marshmallow.
Don't worry, I just did.
Yes, there we go.
Lights.
Alcohol is always a solution. And you can tell that Alan has heard this joke about a million times. He's just like, haha, yeah, it's a solution. Yeah, that's. All right, listen. All right. Stories. What? How many adventures you all been on now? You're cleaners, you gotta have done. You're like, well, you're experienced at this, right? You've done a lot of cleaning.
At least 9 at this point.
No, okay.
And did you count in the mines?
10.
Oh, all right. And what are these? You know, have you thwarted any warlords or tyrants or
We've set free people who were in a bad work situation from an evil wizard.
And we had to
Escape a drake.
beat a drake.
beat a drake? What? Don't
Yep.
you mean slay a drake or?
No, we were
No,
there.
but when we ran away from the drake,
Beat it.
Whereabouts was
uh,
this?
somewhere in the forest called
The Neverwinter
Armin pulls
Forest.
out her notebook. It was
It was the dungeon.
in the dead forest.
Yeah, dead forest. Place of a drake.
The
Was
wizard.
it like a tree door?
Yep.
Yep.
I remember that place. We went through there a while back. We killed so many gnolls and orcs and all sorts.
Well, we helped
Cool.
some people there.
We freed them from horrible work environments.
The wizard is not really nice to
Yeah, he
ways.
for
The wizard,
Forgot people.
the wizard stayed there after we thwarted his minions.
Yes.
Some people just don't know when to quit.
No, well, he went on
was
vacation.
that before or after?
I'm not. But he
I
went.
don't know. Timeline.
I am unsure, but well, we
No way to know.
also had to handle a gelatinous cube twice now.
Yep.
Well, hang on. What about you? The gestures to Alwyn. Forgive my saying so, but you look kind of squishy. How have you managed so far? What great feats have you accomplished?
Owen just has
Obviously,
this.
the chew on his feet.
Owen just has this look of sort of deer in the headlights. 'Cause he's like, oh,
It's okay.
I do
it's okay.
things. I've done things. Not necessarily very exciting things, but things.
Terrible things, I bet. Things that keep you up at night. I
Things-
know exactly what you
Things-
mean.
I'd rather not talk about them, thank
Stuff.
you.
Things.
Yes, I too know what you mean. I understand not wanting to talk about them. I didn't realize that your friend was such a hard ass. And you?
We're all hard asses.
Oh, me?
Oh, sorry, my turn to share. I cleaved the head of the warlord Ulag from his shoulders before he could assault Baldur's Gate some years back.
Wow. That's awesome.
It kind of wasn't actually. The
Or
horde.
not awesome.
The horde for some time after hounded me and took me prisoner at one point, and it was actually Susan and Elendwin that saved me from that sticky situation. They wave.
Wow.
Sorry, Howard.
I mean, this is my first one of these things, but before I was part of the City Watch, we went to bust a drug spice thing, and I got a little carried away. That's why I'm on this job now.
They all look at you with glee. You're a new adventurer. This is your first mission.
Huh?
Oh, we gotta get you drunk.
I was like, oh, where's this going?
This is a party now. Come on. Right? And Elendwin's like, well, that's the tradition, right? First adventure, you get drunk.
I like this tradition.
I mean,
That is how our first ended.
I'm not sure I can control my temper if I'm drunk. But is this part of the procedure? Is this something that happens? Turning
Yes.
to tell it off.
Yes.
Or it's certainly the way we've always done it.
Yes.
Did we are but well, okay. Should someone stay and keep an eye open for our friends?
Okay. Why not?
I can keep watch. It's my turn anyway. I can play music and keep watch. I'll stay sober so that I can keep watch for you. And don't look at me like that. Don't judge me because of my accent.
No judgment.
And y'all can have fun. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay.
Guess so.
Campfire song.
Yeah, Orwin will kind of do everything he can to stay sort of sober. He'll have a drink in his hand and just not really drink too much.
It's like fake drinking
Yeah.
it when you're like, oh, drink. Like,
yeah, he'll play
Yep, I
along,
drank
but
it.
he's like maybe one of our party should maybe stay sober as well, just in case.
CAMPFIRESONG song.
So, who starts drinking and who does not drink?
I mean, Howard has no choice but to drink.
Orwin managed to get. Orwin's thrilled that he managed to pull that off.
Armin's gonna go right in the middle. She doesn't want to be like drunk, but like
Well,
Merry
I don't like
fun.
to take. I don't want to take agency away from any of you by stealing like alcohol things and making you do silly things. You have complete control over how drunk your character gets and the actions that they perform during their drunken state.
I'm waiting for Callie to fall asleep.
Callie would just try the alcohol. She's not a big fan. Also, the rum she has is not really for drinking. It's more for maybe if someone else wants it. So she
burning things.
a line with Alwyn just sitting there, just like carefully and probably in between, just like secretly like dropping
Just tipping some of it out.
right, just like drinking and probably pulling out the flute because she's waiting for Howard to.
Oh yeah, I can play my lyre too. I forgot about that.
You can impress him, maybe. Do it.
Yeah.
Flirting via music.
Yes.
So, yeah, he pulls out his lute, and that beat's actually way too fast for the song I had planned. He's just going to start strumming along, and just like, do you fancy a drink? Just the one to clear your head. We won't be long. Beautiful day to waste away. There's plenty of time for another one. You know you shouldn't do it. You see no reason why she blow your mind. Yeah, and it gets faster and faster and faster as he keeps singing. It's a good old jig for drinking too. So those of you who wish to drink can. And now I'll start up then.
Yeah, I think those guys are just gonna be howling and drinks and how just he's taking his own pace, but he's just gonna be slowly drink after drink. He's one drunk total.
The thing I'm wanting to do, I have to wait for Callie to go to bed first.
Okay, Callie wants to paint on Howard's shell on the back to add something, but she wants to wait until he's basically asleep and passed out, so he doesn't really
Permutation
realize what she's adding.
Okay, so for expediency, how about we say we do the things that we do as we do them? Everyone just describe what you want to do. We'll say it happens. We won't do any checks or anything, and then we'll go forward to the next morning.
Howard drinks till he's pretty damn drunk until the point where kind of hold hand and retracts just
Inside turtle shell. Just echoing, snoring.
Yeah.
After Callie's done like painting or whatever, and when she goes to bed, I'm gonna take 2 marshmallows and stick them on the end of her horns as stealthily as I can.
Totally pulls off. Yep, you can do that.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go to bed.
Is there anything that
by the-
Al? Go on.
Before you decide, I am painting a cow on Howard's shell. So,
Very nice, very nice. And Alwyn, is there anything you'd like to do?
No, he's quite content just sort of sitting with his drink, just kind of taking everything in and kind of watching everyone. Not kind of being suspiciously or anything, just sort of taking in the ambience.
John seems to get reasonably drunk, but just before it's his turn to take watch, he just casts some sort of spell and immediately looks more sober and goes to take watch as Elendwin comes and settles down for bed. We can skip it forward to the next morning. Anyone who drank heavily, DC 15. Anyone who drank mildly, DC 10. Constitution save. Let's see if you're hungover.
I drank heavy.
Yeah, everyone seems fine. So, making your way through the woods, as you reach the clearing, the corpse is gone.
Okay.
completely gone. Nothing else there. No bug pile or anything.
Yeah, kind of expected given it exploded into a mountain of bugs.
If you are going to investigate, you will find in the grass just near where it was, there is that single spider with the pattern on its back.
Did we take the amulet from that guy, or did we leave it with him?
I didn't pick it up.
So has that disappeared as well, or is that around somewhere?
That is also gone.
Okay, that's slightly more.
The spider is
Oh,
now
shit.
glowing blue, and it looks larger than it did yesterday.
Yep, Auburn
Can I
is staying
cast
as far
detect
away.
good and evil on it?
I mean, Armin, you of all people are familiar that death is just neutral, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing evil or good here.
About the spider?
No. Perfectly natural.
I will pull out.
I don't like that smile.
Another
Terrifying.
Candy is still pretty spider. She will pull out a bit of the rat meat she got from
Grab her horn
Yeah.
above
Almost just backing up even more.
where the
And by the
marshmallows
way,
are.
Kali did not recognize that there's anything on her horns because she can't see them. So it's like, okay, it's there, but she doesn't recognize. So she's running around with marshmallows on her horn.
Excellent.
Great.
Excellent.
And she will pull out the rat meat, and Alma will stop her.
Yep. I have you snagged.
But
Nope.
why not?
Nope.
It's pretty.
Nope. I'm sensing weird neutralness.
With neutralness.
It's
Not
neutral.
in the good way.
Too neutral.
It's too
It's
neutral.
suspicious.
Suspiciously neutral. And
Things
it's
that
bigger
glow.
than yesterday.
And it's glowing.
Make kind
Not a
of
good combo.
rolls because Callie will still try to throw it.
Yeah, you
What
can
would be
throw
wrong?
some. We'll just let it happen. You can throw some
Yeah.
rat meat towards it.
Okay.
It's like mandibles open, and a jaw opens like a snake jaw as it like
Nope.
consumes this
Nope. That's
this
not a
rat
spider.
meat.
Nope.
That looks weird.
Nope.
It's an understatement, I feel. Again, Orwin's like 4 or 5
Yeah.
feet back that way. He's like, nope.
No. Walking
You-
wide berth around it.
Spidey for the snack.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Your passage through the forest is unburdened by encounters, and soon you are arriving back at the lodge, and Philip waits for you.
Hello, Philip.
Hello. How was the journey? I didn't expect you to stay overnight.
Well,
Everything okay?
it's quite late, and we didn't want to go through the darkness through the woods. We thought that might be a bad idea.
Oh, good. Well, I guess caution is worthwhile. Saves the cost of your life, I guess. But I'm afraid that price was fixed, 6 gold.
You shorten it more because it was quite impossible to do it in the 5 hours. Do you assumed or 6?
Yeah, I agree with that one.
That was a large area we had to clean, and
Well, I fear that a large portion of your time was traveling or sleeping, and we don't cover travel expenses.
I'm looking
That's
at
true.
Armin. Next time we need to include this, and we need to give that to our friends of the Adventure
Yeah.
Guild. That is not fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's 6 gold each, and when we have a bar installed, there will be a free pint of ale. Thank you, Nurgabert, for that resub. 9 months. We have a sub, baby.
Thanks for the drink, Spard. I think we cleaned everything up. We didn't have anything
Uh-huh.
happening except, as you assumed, we got attacked, but the other adventurers helped us to stay alive.
Okay, so 2-8. Is that an incident, or is everything okay?
I think it's fine.
Oh, no,
Among
no
brother.
injuries, so
No injuries.
No injuries?
So-
Okay, well, that's good. Any other incidents or things to report? Find any magic items or anything like that?
I mean, we saw a spider.
No, yeah, there's a
Weird
creepy
spider.
spider.
It's a weird spider in the
It
woods.
glows.
It glows. It
Has a
changes
weird
color.
hinging snake jaw.
It likes rat meat.
I'm
On the
not
way
sure if
there.
reporting a strange bug in the Neverwinter Wood is good use of the incident logbook.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's your decision. You are the boss around here.
I tell you what we'll do. I won't put it in the logbook, but what I will do is I'll write a letter to a druid in the city.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Be good. And no?
To the druid it may concern. Strange spider in the Neverwinter Wood.
It's
Glows.
color changing.
Color changes. Snake jaw
Weird
and
hinging
hinges.
snake jaw.
Likes rat meat.
Could you identify this species so we know how to proceed in future? There we go. Now we have a request rather than just random information.
Yep.
Yours sincerely, Philip.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
'Twas successful.
Congratulations. Brian is outside waiting to collect you, Howard, and Alwyn.
Can we go with them just for
Yeah. Gotta stop by the city.
the city and we'll come back later?
Yes, my next, you can return for your, you can have the day if you like and return for your next contract tomorrow. I've only got high level
Sounds good.
contracts today, so
Awesome.
We'll do so.
I'd like to hopefully go and talk to Brian's wife about some magic items.
sure thing. So you all get on Brian's cart. Brian, hi everyone, you all right? Brian the kobold with a cow. I am sorry I had to run off yesterday. Really busy day. I had a lot of turnover though. It was really good.
That's good.
That is good.
Busy.
Hoping to talk to your wife.
We've had some items. She might help us to see what it is. I'm also looking at Alwyn. Maybe also at the metal amulet thingy we found.
Yeah, the amulet and
The shield.
the shield and I'm assuming the rod.
Yeah, you're more likely to have contacts than I am, so in this area. So if Coleman just kind of gets the amulet out and hands it over.
Well, you're all welcome to come back if you want. I mean, she's still just doing this as a hobby, really. I keep encouraging her to try and make a business out of it, because you're not the only people that have started taking advantage of it, to be honest. I think if we charged like a nominal fee every time she identifies something, we could probably turn something over, but she just enjoys it too much.
Still,
It's a good idea.
I
definitely.
mean, if she charges that, means she can make sure she can keep doing it and then keep enjoying it.
Well, I mean, it's just sort of like a little extra money earner, I think. I mean, we're doing very well since we left the wizard.
That's good.
Sounds like it was a hell of a story.
Yeah, did you, have a good day, did you? Killing things? Cleaning things? Feeding
Cleaned a lot.
things?
We
We
had
cleaned a lot.
find ankex. There are.
Yeah.
Good. And we met adventurers that were at the lizard drag place where we met you.
They were all extremely good looking.
Oh, that's good, I guess.
But yeah.
Yep.
I'm happy if we get to the city, to be honest. Out of the woods.
Be glad to be out of the woods. Had enough of the woods for one day.
Yep.
And
So,
sure
we
enough,
get
by
together.
cow, the city is soon ahead of you. And Brian stops off outside his house, where you are welcomed warmly. It was Wendy, right? Was it Wendy?
Wendy.
Yeah, Wendy. Wendy welcomes you warmly, and she says she's just made apple turnovers. If you'd all like
Ooh.
some. Do you have any? Do you have any more items that I can
We have 3.
Hey. And
The shield.
she casts identify. Easy. It's +1 shield.
Ooh.
Useful. Well done.
Yeah.
And we found this amulet with a cube on it.
Oh. Cast identify. Oh, it's an interesting one. It's got a lot of conditions. It's part of a set of clothing. If you find the whole set, this amulet allows you to control gelatinous cubes.
What?
Because given your given your track record with
I could make Harry really bad at cleaning.
But should we give it to Philip that they can collect it to get a proper...
I guess, yeah.
It seems like there's 5 items, like, shirt, trousers, gloves, boots, and a helmet.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And did we get the rod?
And then this rod with a button on it.
Don't push it, I think. Maybe. I'm not sure.
She, pass identify. Oh, this is a weird but fun one. She clicks the button and lets go, and the rod hangs in midair.
Ooh.
Try and move it.
Yeah, I think we both are just like pulling and nothing happens.
Athletics check.
You know what? I'm going to use my advantage on this one. Just why not?
Sure thing.
20.
Good. It's very good, but the rod does not move. This is an immovable rod.
Ah!
So you just push the button and then it moves, and you push it again and it stops moving?
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Very, very
Think
strong
about-
people can move it maybe a foot at a time or 10 feet.
Think about what we could do if we had 2 of them.
I mean, 2? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
No need for ladder.
Yep.
One will already be maybe helpful.
Yeah.
Especially if we
Cool.
meet Harry again, we know how to stop him now.
Yeah.
I mean, it stops as soon as you click it, yeah?
Yeah.
Get a good grip on that when you're falling. Stop
You
you
just have to
falling.
make sure you keep your hold on it.
just completely wrench your shoulder
I've
out. for some reason.
had that issue in a different game.
The
Yep.
rod is there. You're not. Well, but cool.
Cool. Thank you.
Do we
think
give it to
that's
Philip? Do we keep it for ourselves? We
I
can.
think we should keep the rod.
I think we should also keep the shield. But
I would
mean-
like the shield.
do
If he
anyone-
doesn't know about any of these, keep all of them.
True, but I
You
feel
might
like
get a set,
we
Thank
can
you.
a rod, and a shield good for you too.
we can sleep over it, Armin.
yeah. Let's
We need
sleep
to
on this decision. As I'm already changing out the shield, looking at it.
Oh, and at the end of a long day, you can each head back to your domiciles, wherever they may be. Howard and Alwyn advance to level 2.
Whip, whip.
Callie and Armin are perpetually stuck at level 1. And here we are at the end of the one-shot. Congratulations, everyone. You cleaned up the loggers camp.
Whip, whip.
For note, the loggers camp is an encounter from the D&D Essentials starter kit. The Dragons of Icespire thing in the Essentials starter kit. It's got good stuff. In fact, most of my things have been from here this season. Yes, let's go around. Here we are at the end. We'll talk about who we are, where we can find each other, and what our favorite part of today's one-shot was. We'll go the opposite way around and start with Jenna at Aspiring DM.
Hello, you can find me on Twitter at AspiringDM and at littledragonscribbles.com or on Instagram, where I will be posting our session notes from my bullet journal.
They're so good.
Yeah, I enjoy doing it. Favorite part was, as I look at my notes, probably, I don't know. Oh. I don't know. There were too many good parts that I wrote down.
The classic problem.
Good problem to have.
I'm gonna go with wisdom saving not to swoon. because that was funny. And trying to spell that really hard name because I have it scratched out like 3 different times. That was fun.
Teehee.
All those characters were great.
Yeah, they were.
Could you say the name for us, Jenna, here at the end?
Not the first name, but I got Balar Lothlorien because it sounds like Lothlorien from Lord of the Rings.
Yes, it does,
That's
doesn't
all
it?
I got.
Did I say that or did I say Lothloriananen? Lothlorinanen. Anyway, doesn't matter.
I don't know. I only got the 2 Ians, like yen. I don't know. No clue. But yeah.
I'm going for the 2 neutral for the red cry. Next round we have Philip at Bakura Zarefa.
Oh, hi. That was great fun. I've never played a turtle or a barbarian before, so this was fun. My first time I've been able to say I would like to rage. Yes. And now with a 23 hit point character, yay! Favorite part. Oh god. So many good moments. I think the favorite part was me just being you. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine, and it was fine. I didn't shake at all.
Oh.
It's true. No one took any damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, that was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Happened.
Yeah. No, it's probably for the best. Yeah, probably for the. Maybe I should have made someone make a save or something. But anyway, fantastic. Thank you so much, Phil. Next around we have Sneak of Weasels. Oh, hi, Tash.
Hi. This was my sort of first time playing, which was absolutely fantastic. Great introduction to playing. I had a hell of a lot of fun. And as said, I'm found at Sneak of Weasel on Twitter. And I think our growing paranoia about spiders is kind of my favourite thing. On top of everything else that's been said, just how we gradually... I guess I didn't help. I think I kind of escalated that quite dramatically.
Love it.
But the growing paranoia about spiders. Justified, I feel.
I don't
with the
trust
unhinged
it.
snake jaw.
Yep.
That's not a spider.
I feel like that's gonna be the big bad evil guy. It's just gonna come crawling out of the woods.
God.
Oh no.
I have no ideas. That's not something I would do. Lastly around we have Vicky at QDV. Oh hi.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm cutie_v on Twitter. I'm usually on Mondays. And sometimes playing Cthulhu in German on the German channel. But I will tweet if we have a game. And, oh god, my favorite moment. It was tricky. S'mores, definitely one of it. And I think that we all had, basically, our characters were like, what the hell are kegs? Do they have to do anything with kegs?
Are they sentient barrels?
Beer kegs.
Barrels that spit out acid? What? So this is really a fun thing. I love my little keg drawing. So
I've got several drawn in my...
Yeah.
it was just fun, and I still love every time that we get out in kind of one piece. We find a few things, we meet wonderful people. I love the adventurers we met.
Yeah,
so wonderful people, amazing. So let's see what we get next week.
Good, I'm glad. Well, everyone, that just leaves me, and I have a bot to spam you all with my link. So here comes the wall of spam. Includes all the places you can buy merch, support us, contact us, interact with us, and interact with our community, including Twitter, Discord, YouTube, all them good things. We'll probably head over to the Discord now and talk about the campaign. So if you want to join us there, we will discuss the things that have happened today and so far across all of the one-shots. Also, we have information about our sponsors, Bird and the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press. Please check them out because we really appreciate them. They make this all possible. Also, I'll direct you to my latest article as well by Nina Larson. It's about being overwhelmed and mental health, and it's a really good article. I really recommend looking at that one. It's words that I found I needed. I found them helpful, so I recommend that you head over that one. Thank you very much for coming over and checking us out today. We will be back in just over 2 hours, I think, with the Choir of Elements. It'll be starting an hour later today due to some schedule conflicts, we'll be doing a shorter show a little bit later. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Our raid cry is it's neutral. It's too neutral, suspiciously neutral. And we will be going on a raid. So please join us for the raid and spam in the chat all of the things. Teehee. Yeah, that's everything, right? I've said all the things. Great, everyone. We will see you very soon. Keep on evoking emotions, and we will see you next week for more Cleanup Crew. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.